Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shaima Gharib, and today's lesson about division by two-digit number using subtraction and using splitting method. Are you ready? Let's start by revising some rules before you watch any video. You have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. Division by two-digit number using subtraction. Look at this example here. How many 12s are there in 696? We said before, this means I'm going to divide the 696 by 12. So the 12 here is a two-digit number. I will do exactly the same as one-digit number using subtraction. I will think of multiples of 12, but this time when we divide by two-digit number, when I think of my division key, I will use smaller multiples, and we'll see now. First, I will draw the division sign. I will put the dividend under the division sign and the divisor on the left. So 696 divided by 12. Let's now do the division key. I will start with the 10 as usual. 12 times 10 equals 120. And from the 10, I will get 12 times 5, which is half the 12 times 10. So half 120 is 60. So now I have 12 times 5 and 12 times 10. Let's continue. 12 times 20, which is the double, and 12 times 40, 480. And what about 12 times 50? How to get 12 times 50 is same as 12 times 5. Then I will multiply it by 10 by adding one more zero. So here it's 60, but 12 times 50 is 600. Now I have this key. What do you think? Which multiple of 12 I should take first? The biggest one I have, which is 600. So when I subtract 600 from 696, it means I found the 12 times 50, which is 50 12s. So how many 12s are there in the 600? 50 12s in the 600. So far I took 50 12 from the 696. So how much is left? We have 96. What do you think? Which multiple should I subtract? Or how many 12s are there in the 96? I can find 60, number 60, which is 5 12s. So let's do the subtraction. Now I have 36. So far I found 50 12s, then 5 12s, and what about the 36? How many 12s are there in the 36? Let's count on by 12 and find out. 12, 24, and 36. So I can take all the 36 as 12 times 3 or 3 12s. Then I finished all the 12s in the 696. Now let's count on how many 12s we found. 50 and 5, 55. Then it will be 58 12s. So we are going to use same steps exactly as subtraction in division by one-digit number, and we are going to add only one key sentence, which is multiplying by 5. Is this okay? Let's do one more example. Division by two-digit number using splitting. So the splitting method is a new method that we are going to talk about in this video. So what does it mean? We are going to write the divisor as a product of two factors. Each factor is a one-digit number. Let's see an example. 566 divided by 42. This is a two-digit number. To use the splitting method, the purpose from the splitting method is to do the division by two-digit number as division by one-digit number. So we are going to convert the two-digit number which is 42, into one-digit number. How? By writing this 42 as a product of two factors. So you need to think of two numbers. When you multiply them together, you get the 42. I can think of 2 times 21, but 21 is a two-digit number, and we said I need two numbers. Each factor is a one-digit number. Can you think of another two factors? Yes, 6 and 7. So I can write the 42 as 7 times 6. Is this okay? So we are going to change the divisor into two factors, and each one is a one-digit number. Now, how to do the division? I will start dividing my number or the dividend, the 566, by the 7, which is a one-digit number. Then I will divide the answer by the 6. Okay, so I will do two divisions. First, I will divide by 7, then I will divide by 6. If I cannot, divide by the 42 from the first time. So the splitting method, as we said, is to change the division by two-digit number into a division by one-digit number. But you are going to do the division 2 times. Let's see one more example. If I have 576 divided by 18. So I can write the 18 as the product of two factors, which two numbers, when you multiply them together, you get 18. We can say 2 times 9. So I can do the division as 576 divided by 2. Then the answer I will divide it by 9. Or someone else can rewrite the 18 as 3 times 6. So we can write the 18 also as 3 times 6. So it will be then 576 divided by 3. Then the answer will be divided by 6. Okay, so now let's see example. Division by two-digit using splitting. This number is number 12. So write the divisor as a product of two factors. The 12 is 2 and 6. I use the 2 here because I can find the division by 2 mentally by finding the half. So 696 divided by 2, let's find the half. Half 600 is 300. Half 90 is 45. Half 6 is 3. Then half 696 is 348. Now I'm going to divide the 348 by 6, by the second factor. How to divide the 348 by 6? I will use the subtraction method. I will put the 348 under the division sign, and the divisor which is 6 on the left. Now let's do the division key. So now I'm dividing by 6, so I will write 6 times 10, 60, 6 times 20, 120, 6 times 50, 300. And I will start by subtracting the 300. Now let's do the multiplication. This 300 equals 56. So how many 6s are there in the 300? 56. Now let's see how many are left. After the subtraction, there will be 48. Now I will ask myself how many 6 are there in the 48. What do you think? Can you recall the multiples of 6? Yes, it is 6 times 8. So you can find the 8 6 in the 48. Now I finished all the 6 in the 348. First I found 56, then 8 6. So in total the answer will be 58. So when we divide using splitting, we do two division. it could be mental. One of them could be mental if you divide by 2 or 4 or 8, and the other one will be using the subtraction but by 1 digit. So 696 divided by 12 equals 696 divided by 2, then divide by 6, which is the 58 we said. Now let's do one more example using subtraction. How many 15s are there in 795? Which means 795 divided by 15. Let's do the division. 795 divided by 15, then the division key. I will start with the 10. 15 times 10 equals 150. 15 times 20 is 300. 15 times 40 equals 600. And I will start with subtracting the 600. So how many 15s are there in the 600? 40 15s. So I found 40 15s so far from the 796. How many is left? I have 90, 195, and I need to find how many 15s are there in 195. So which number I could subtract? The 150. The 150 is 15 times 10 or 10 15s. So far I found 40 15s and 10 15s. How many is left? We have 45 left. So I need to find out how many 15s are there in the 45. Can we count on by 15? 15, then 30 or multiples of 15, 15, 30, and 45. So I can subtract the 45, which is 3 15s. So the total number of 15s in 795 is 40 and 10 and 3, which is 53. So the final answer is 53. Now let's use a splitting way. Write the divisor as a product of two factors. We have 860 divided by 24. So what do you think? The 24 could be written as 4 times 6 or 3 times 8. So I will do here 4 times 6. Now let's divide the 860 by 4. Now find the half twice. The first half of 860 is 400, which is half of 800, and half the 60 is 30. So this is the first half. What about the second half? Half 400 is 200, and half 30 is 15. So 860 divided by 4 equals 215. Is this clear? Now I'm going to divide the 215 by 6. Let's do this using subtraction method. 215 divided by 6. I will think of how many 6s are there in the 215. Let's use the division key. I will start with 6 times 10, 6 times 20, which is 120, 6 times 40, 240. What do you think? 240 is greater than 215, so I will not use this part of my key. I will only use these two parts. So first I will take the 120. So 120 is 26. So I took 120 or I took 26 from the 215. There is 95 left. So how many 6s are there in the 95? I can take 60 from the 96, the 60 from the 96, which is 10 6, and find out how much left. After doing the subtraction, there will be 35. How many 6 are there in the 35? What do you think? 6 times 5 is 30. So if you take 30 from the 35, it means you found 5 sixths. And what about this 5 that is our remainder? So how many sixths are found in the 215 so far? First I found the 20, then I found the 10, then I found the 5, which means in total 35. And what about this 5 here? It is our remainder. So our answer will be 35 remainder 5. And how to write this as a mixed number? Do you remember? I will write the 35, which is the whole number, and I write the remainder up. And what about the denominator? The denominator is the divisor. What is the divisor here? It is 6. Is it okay? So our final answer will be 35 and 5 over 6. So the 860 divided by 24 is same as 860 divided by 4, then divide the answer by 6. We can also do it as 860 divided by, yes, what do you think? 3, then divide by 8, or by 8 then by 3. Both are the same. Now look at these questions. I want all of you to do to find the quotient using the splitting method and the subtraction method, and revise your answers with the video. The first one, the answer is 21, and the second one, the answer will be 33 remainder 3, which is 33 and 3 over 28. For the third one, here, what should I do to find the divisor? As we said before, we can divide the 725 by the quotient, which is 25, and the answer then will be 29. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much and see you soon.